Hello, this is a message for the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. My oh my, are we in interesting times. As I'm doing this reading, we are in the eclipse window of 2024. Lots of big changes that are occurring within us and around us. But first, we must address the shadow aspects of ourselves, and possibly the shadow aspects of others who are just projecting their own stuff. But understanding that these are aspects that have been hidden or purposely hidden, suppressed, denied, repressed, that are coming to the surface because the frequency of the planet has elevated to such a point that now it is time for humanity to catch up. And we won't have a clear channel to navigating or understanding the other dimensions if we still are holding on to the old, the baggage, the trauma, the pain, and the shadow. Not that we're releasing shadow, but becoming aware. Oh yeah. I've done that too. Oh yeah, I have jealousy in me. I have envy in me. Things that nobody wants to admit. When it's shown to you through relationship or other, it's important to check with yourself. Is this showing me to pay attention to my shadow? Anyway, let's get into it for air signs. Aries, Libra, Aries. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm sorry about that. Aries, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're interested in a personal one-to-one reading, you can book through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. All that information is in the description box below the video. All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What message would be helpful for air signs at this time? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Thank you. Well. Jealousy, envy. There are no coincidences, especially when I'm reading tarot. So we're working through traits, shadow aspects of jealousy and envy. We all have it, so admit it. Admit it to yourself. Understand the life lessons that you're working through to release and let go of. Okay. Let's dive in. I know I had this come up for me in the last few months because of somebody clearly showing to me jealousy and envy and what it brought up in me, because it makes you feel a certain kind of way. You don't want people to look at you in a certain kind of way. Then I had to recognize, you know what? There was a point in time in my life where I can understand that other people, another person is showing me their shadow aspect, and I can respect that where they are on their journey and not take it personally. And this is really the truth of life and how we reflect through the mirror aspects of ourselves. It helps us level up and become extremely aware of our own shadow and our own parts and how they can affect our behavior, our choices and decisions in life. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It helps with forgiveness. It helps to experience life from, and experience others from a higher perspective, so that we're not playing around in the he said, she said, and all of that stuff. Because when we can elevate and change our perspective, that has a ripple effect. It truly does. It affects the whole. We have patience and planning, base chakra, okay? So this has to do with your, this has to do with the material realm and feeling safe and secure in this world, in your own skin, as well as maybe something that you have been trying to build for a while, and it has required some patience on your part, as well as some planning. And then someone comes in and starts to maybe steal your ideas or talk a certain kind of way about you because they are displaying jealousy or envy, or somebody, you may pick up on somebody trying to sabotage you or make you look a certain way in a certain kind of light. Don't fall for it. Don't take the bait. See this as the shadow. See what shadow aspects come up in you. Who do you become when things don't go your way? What comes up in you? Right. Conflict and defeat. Third eye. Solitude. You can clearly see who you become when things don't go your way, when you feel threatened by another through something you've been patiently planning for a long time. And that can bring up a lot of anger, but Spirit is clearly trying to show you that this conflict and defeat is making a point to you. Don't allow anybody to take away from you any longer. Don't allow anybody to take away your dignity. You clearly can see what is causing this conflict and defeat. And it's also having you go back down the steps of your inner self, self-reflect on all of the different parts within you that are becoming active because something's triggered jealousy and envy within you. Maybe this other person has certain connections or ties that you do not, or certain privileges that you do not. And even though you're not feeling as jealousy or envy, they're displaying it towards you. It will bring up this competition and comparison. It will show you where you had played that role in your past. And, so we can get rid of these behaviors. We don't play these games with others. Solitude at the bottom overall. You may be spending a lot of time in solitude, but in solitude is where we learn. And maybe you are reading some new material or just connecting deeper with yourself, learning more about yourself or the journey. Let's see. Within the third eye, intuitively, you can see all your past conflicts and defeats and how they played pretty much in the same manner as whatever it is that you're experiencing now. You can end this pattern for yourself. It's not saying that what another person is doing is right or is okay, but it's saying don't play into that game. Don't believe it. You be the bigger person. You level up. This is your chance. This is your time. Because everybody's inner child and pain bodies and shadows are surfacing and you can't hide it. This eclipse is eclipsing the fact that our shadow is very clearly shown now. And we may not be able to see that we are displaying aspects of the shadow to the world or to other people, but the other people can, and vice versa. So remember that when you're seeing somebody else's shadow, it's not to say that, oh, just let it go, it's okay, but truly let it go. Take that mirror and take it inward and take this as a big lesson and test from the universe to move beyond. Watch what happens from there. You'll be amazed. But you can't fake it. This takes a lot of inner work. It truly does. Not everybody is at a space or a level, and I understand this as well. It takes a lot of healing to get to the point where we're not affected by others' behaviors. We have the Fool. So what else it brings up in you when it triggers this, I don't know, this person is pouring salt in the wound of me not feeling grounded or safe and secure in something that I've been planning a long time for. Trust. Trust that this is happening anyway, and whatever's happening right now is happening for your highest and greatest good, as well as others. But have that faith. Have that faith and trust. And actually get excited about your new future that you have been planning for or hoping and having patience to move into. Because it's happening. Tell me about base chakra. All right. Yeah, the more that you take time to yourself in solitude, rest your mind so it's not so cluttered up with all of these thoughts and emotions. Slow down and really start to process what is happening and integrate your new self. You're in a higher frequency. So trust that what's happening is happening for everyone's highest and greatest good. And whatever story is surfacing to you, okay, check in on it. Is this really true? Do I know for sure this is really true? And even if somebody else is acting a certain kind of way, why is it affecting you in such a manner that it makes you feel unsafe around this person or unsafe around this situation or just ungrounded? Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, you may have really tried over and over and over again to for those I'm reading, you have something to give. You are a giver. You have wisdom, you have knowledge, you have a service of some sort to give. And you're aware of that. And you've been patiently trying to figure out the best way for you to go about that. And you may have actually been given an opportunity that looks amazing. And there we go. Someone else comes in and starts stirring the pot. All right? So slow down. Back out of that. If there's drama, if there's conflict, back away from that. Because understand what you are giving, it does require you to level up. It's taken some time. There's some details here that you may miss. You could have missed if you tried to race through this and jump into something before you were fully ready. So this is probably your final test before this newness opens up for you, probably around the solar eclipse. But trust it. Don't get involved with other people's issues and conflicts. Go inward towards your own inner conflict with the situation, okay? Overall, you already know. You see that whatever it is that you're about to, or you're getting involved in, or you're creating, or something that's new, this is an inner awareness. You have a vision. You have a vision, and it does bring forth others from your soul family, people that you work together and celebrate life together. And this could just be beginning for you, but overall, trust this vision. Trust it. Your thoughts, the anxiety, the fear, the doubt, the worry, whatever, the envy, the jealousy, these crows that are tying this woman up, blindfold and all, it keeps you stuck in an old paradigm, in an old version of you. But something is coming to a completion and ending. This is big. I feel that this is really big for whoever I'm reading, and it may be really difficult for you to kind of zoom out and expand, see this from a higher perspective, but you do have the ability to. So as much time as you need to take to yourself, and it does require also to sacrifice. There's an aspect of your ego that wants to get involved. Do not. I mean, you can if you want, but you're going to see the advice is to not. So we're going to get you one last message from the Starseed Oracle. Got that on backwards. Maybe some advice here. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. If you're liking this video so far, please don't forget to click that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Feel free to comment. I do love to read all of your comments. Okay. Final advice for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. I felt that. Oh, yeah. I feel this big time. So, first card, and this is the advice that was given to you already. Perspective. Zoom out. None of this matters. Zoom out. Find common ground. And we have portal. Doors are opening. But it's your decision. You decide. There are rewards. And it says wild card also. We're going to read them both because they both came out together. So let's start with perspective. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planets as ours to own and conquer, pillage the land, and setting ourselves up for eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and will ever be. Yeah, zoom out. Zoom out. This experience is a test. And it's also showing you something important. Not for shame, not for guilt, not for blame, but for growth, expansion. Let's read Portal. What's the next page over? Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects you've been working on come to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. Yes. So, air signs, very important. Whatever is happening now, to change your perspective. Your perspective is greatly needed to be changed during, especially this time of the lunar eclipse, because the solar eclipse is opening a door, a portal, a window of opportunity for you to walk right on through. So that is the message that I have for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.